Hello, wieners. It's Balls, and I wanted to show you guys the most underrated movie ever made. I mean, I saw it, and this shit was literally amazing, and no one talks about it. No one knows what it is. But first, there's a few things I need to go over. This movie was made in like the fucking 70s or 60s, so I could barely find clips, and the ones I could are like fucking 240p. They're like terrible images. They look shitty. So don't get mad at me for that. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Also, as a movie critic, you gotta look at your critic with a watchful eye. What I think is good isn't always gonna be the best. So I thought real quick before I even go over that movie, I'll show you my top 3 favorite movies, so you can get a gist of what I think is good. First movie, Scarface. You guys gotta watch this clip. It's fucking gold, I swear.
What do you think I am? You think I killed 2 kids and a woman? Fuck that! I don't need that shit in my life. You die, motherfucker!
Second movie's fucking Pulp Fiction. You guys should watch this.
Marvin, what do you make of all this?
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
Well, you gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped?
Oh, what the fuck's happening? Oh,
man.
shit, man!
Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Why the fuck you do that?
Well, I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Oh.
And lastly, it's fucking flushed away. I know, but whatever. Watch this.
Any last requests?
Yes, yes. Could you fly quite suddenly off the boat screaming like a girl?
What?
So as you can see, I know what a fucking, a good movie is. I know what makes a good movie. So you can know for a fact that when I tell you you need to watch this next movie, you need to watch this fucking next movie. Alright, quit with the suspense. What's the, fucking, what is the most underrated movie? Huh? Let's see it. My fucking all-time most underrated movie ever made is a movie called A Boy and His Dog. So I'm basically going to go over the whole plot and show you my favorite parts and just the memes that are all in it. But beforehand, just so I can give you a gist, there are going to be spoilers. But basically it's about this boy, as you can see Vic on the right, that has a dog that he can talk to. And they're in this fucking post-apocalyptic era, kind of like Mad Max, where there are no females at all. There are just no females. Apparently they all died somehow. I don't fucking know. And basically all this guy wants to do is use this dog to sniff out some pussy and basically have sex. That's all he wants to do. That's the only reason. And they can telepathically talk to each other. And it just kind of goes on this crazy big fucking adventure, and it's hilarious. It's just so fucking... Oh, it's such a weird concept. And it just turned out so well for the directors and the producers. So let's just break out, the first opening scene so y'all can get a gist for the movie. Alright, I'm just going to walk y'all through this scene because the audio is a little fucked up. But basically, the movie starts out and you don't really know what to expect unless you read the back of the fucking movie. So all you see is this post-apocalyptic wasteland area. This fucking little guy running up with a gun. He's chilling. Ducks behind some cover. You're like, oh shit, he's in a bit of a fight. He's all scrapped up and shit. Oh, there's a little bit of a pit. Alright, what am I going to do? And this whole time you're hearing in the movie, if you're watching it, this voice is talking. He's like, alright, sneak up. There's a guy in the pit. You're going to have to rush him. That's the only way you're going to get around him. Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay, he's got a walkie or something, Something's helping him. He jumps down. He's like, boom, I got you, bitch. Smack. And then he, looks over the corner in a second here, and he's like, okay, shit, there's some people. And this whole time, all you're thinking is like, fuck. This dude is straight up like American Sniper right now. He's just chilling, watching the shit. So right here, he gets up and he's like, I'm gonna go. And then the voice is like, fuck you, get down, get down. There's one more guy. I know there's one more guy. And at that point, you're kind of like sus. You're like, why the fuck is it, how does he know there's one more guy? Where's this lookout guy at? It's in the middle of a fucking desert. And through all of this knowledge going through your head right now, you're like, who is this voice? All of a sudden, the fucking dog comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey, what's up, dude? You're too clumsy. You're thinking too much. You're going too fast. You're like, what the fuck was that shit? So this whole time that you thought there was some badass sniper dude just watching every move and helping his bro out in the field, it's a fucking dog. It's Shaggy Dog. You're like, oh my god, how is this dog talking to him? How does he know so much? Is he using his nose? What the fuck is he doing? And that's the first time the movie really just looks at you and goes, fuck you, I know what you're thinking, that's not it, it's a fucking dog. And you're like, okay, alright, well, okay. And if you're down with it, you're down with it, you'll like the rest of the movie. If you think that's fucking stupid, then you should just stop, because you're not gonna fucking like the movie. When I watched it, I'm like, that's ballsy, and I fucking like it.
I don't think he likes me very much.
So basically, to fast forward through a little bit of, good scenes, but not really necessary scenes to the story, what you find out is he was staking out that area because the dog smelled a girl, and he was trying to go in there, and then those people you saw who left were people who had raped the girl and basically killed her afterwards. And so he goes back to his house, blah, 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 and he eventually meets this girl, as you can see right now, and he does kind of rape her. I know it's fucking bad, but he does rape her. And, but kind of the girl is, like, more open to it than she should be. And it's weird because she's probably one of the last girls on Earth. And then you find out that she's trying to take him to, like, a fucking underground bunker with him and his dog. It gets fucking crazy. So, like I said, she takes him to this weird little bunker thing that you can see. And it took a long walk to get there. The dog's all fucking tired. He's wounded from some fight earlier. And they're about to go in, and the lady's like, hey, you can't bring your fucking dog in here. And the guy's like, I have to bring my dog, I want to. And she's like, nah, you can't do that. And the dog's kind of going like, hey, you shouldn't fucking go, don't trust this bitch. The kid's like, fuck it, I want some pussy, and I want to go down there. So he goes down there and he leaves his dog. And what he sees when he's down there is some fucking wackadoodle shit. This shit is literally straight out of the Twilight Zone. It's fucked. So when our boy Vic finally gets down there in this underground bunker, it's fucked. Like, there's fucking marching bands, everyone has, like, white face paint on, they all look like fucking Michael Jackson. There's, sirens going around, it's just completely whack. It just, out of the gate, it makes you feel uneasy. And Vic definitely notices this, but he's just kind of weirded out. He doesn't understand it, he's just trying to fit in. He wants to live normally, because remember, he's been in the dust eating, like, fucking plums. Like fucking rotten little plums, and now he sees all this food going around, all these people, he's excited, and he's ready to, party and bang this chick a little bit more. So basically, Vic makes his way down to, like, the people who are running this bitch, and they basically put him on an option and explain to him that the men have been underground for so long that their jizz doesn't work, and they can't reproduce, so every once in a while they have to pull a guy off, and basically use his sperm to impregnate all the donors. And they tell him this in a very weird, kind of fucked up way, where it's not really obvious, and Vic's trying to make sense of it all. And then once he finally gets the message, this fucking guy, he says this.
Are never so happy, nor so unhappy as we imagine. Another helpful hint for living from the committee's
Special
almanac.
kind of man.
You mean you want me to knock up your broad?
So this fucking guy, who's been literally searching for pussy his entire life, finally gets some job where he just gets to bang chicks all day. And he's hype. He's fucking dancing around the floor. But actually what they really want from him isn't so baller, I guess you could say. So realistically, what you find out they do is they strap him up to this fucking machine and they're milking his sperm out of his balls. And it looks like extremely painful, and all these fucking females in wedding dresses, as you can see, are lining up and just getting turkey basted. And this shit is fucked up. Like, as a guy, you sit there like, oh, fuck, like, I guess he raped a guy, or raped a chick, so, he was bad, but this is fucked up. So you gotta know our boy Vic's gotta get out of this bitch and get back to his fucking dog. So then, basically, that girl from the beginning runs up and is like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I knew this was bad. I want to get out of here. I brought you here because I knew you were a badass. And the dude's like, alright, where's my fucking guns? They both get guns. They're blasting their way out of there. They're shooting everybody. You fucking find out that like half of them are fucking robots for some reason. Out of like nowhere for no reason. You just kill people left and right. And all the managers of the area is just like calm, like completely chill. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And basically they end up getting out of there. And everything's pretty chill. So then they bail out, and then all of a sudden the best scene of the whole fucking movie comes up. The little girl, or the normal sized girl, she's not little, and Vic are sitting there, and they see blood. He's been waiting there, just out in the wild, just waiting. It's been, you know, a day or a couple of days, and he's just been sitting there, and he's dying. He's so weak. And they're like, hey, we need to go over across this desert to, you know, the rest of civilization. And the girl, being a fucking bitch, goes, we need food to do this. Why don't we eat the dog? Like, she says it like with no filter. Like, let's just fucking eat this fucking dog. And then you're like, fuck, that's not okay. And Vic is kind of torn because he has this dog he can talk to, and it's like a strong, strong bond between the boy and his fucking dog. Hence the title. And you're sitting there and you're just hoping that he doesn't eat the dog. You're like, I know you got what you wanted. I know you found a girl. I know this is fucked up, but you cannot eat the one guy who's been protecting you for your whole fucking life. Then everything cuts to black. Boom. And all you see is it's nighttime. They're right near the vault door. And then you see him roasting a bit of meat over a fire. And then all of a sudden, boom, you hear the dog's voice. And he's like, yeah, that girl was pretty nice. She could taste better, though. And they just fucking start laughing. And you're like, oh my god. Literally, he killed and ate a girl and then fed that meat to his dog so they could live on together and go find a better place to live. And at the end of the movie, you're just sitting there and you're kind of like dumbfounded at this ending. And it was amazing. And then you realize you're like, oh shit, you know, that's a pretty baller way to end a movie. Just when you think everything's crazy and you don't know what's going to happen next, it just gives you the most fucked up ending. He kills the girl that he loves, you know, in fucking quotes, to save his dog. And I think that's fucking amazing. So that's basically the end of the good old video. The good old fucking 15-minute long video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you give the fucking movie a watch. Honestly, it's just a good movie to watch. I know my mic kind of sucks. You can hear that background noise. I'm gonna get a better mic soon. I hope that it helps and it makes it better. I know the video sounds like shit, but I'm trying to get my point across regardless. Thank you guys for watching so much. You know, write in the comments if you watch the movie, or if you think my commentary is ass, or if you want to kill me, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't know. Fucking have a good day or whatever.